Morning driver, please set up the cab and then head on to Cheddar Curve and change ends. We'll then be working empty to Nottingham. I'm not playing with Xbox controller either, it's just I've got it plugged in for Flight Sim, which is amazing, by the way. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Was in Matlock Bath the other day as well. Oh, nice. I want to get down there and do that line at some point. Right, so we've got a couple of minutes here. Wait, so we're going to get ourselves set up. We need to wait for him to clear the line first. Leave DRA on from it. Should we see who's on the call?
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the tone.
This is an NRN
It's
radio
Alex.
test call.
Alex can't be with us, of course, but he's here on the call, so he's here in the train. Derby itself is the same, apart from obviously where it extends further onwards that way. But this end of the Derby hasn't changed since the Sheffield Derby release, apart from the track and the updated trees that obviously are out with you guys now. You'll get the track when we come to release Derby Nottingham Leicester. That'll come as an update for Sheffield Derby. So whilst we're waiting, I'll just show you the map where we're going to. So we're going to start and go to Cheddar Curve and do a change ends here. Then we're going to run back. And we're going to run down here. And we're going to go this way to Nottingham. We're going to change ends again. And then we're going to form a service which is going to come back all the way down here through East Midland Parkway, Loughborough, and on to Leicester. It's not far away now, Baked Bean Kid. Keep your eye on Facebook. We're very close now. Can't give you dates, I'm not allowed to give dates, but it's not far. As what you'll see tonight, hopefully, will show as well. It's getting very close. So, all sorts going off here at the minute. As well, with the extension, we're not showing it off tonight because there's still a few bits to be done yet. But Toton Yard is also included with the route. We will hopefully take you for a run through Toton very soon. It just won't be tonight. When it's already be shown, we'll take you and have a nice little look around there as well. But we'll take you for a little look around East Midlands and the Radcliffe House Station again if anyone missed that last week. I can't share that information, Mad Matt, unless Scott wants to say anything. I might get told off. There's no plans to go Leeds or Bedford at the minute, Aaron. At the minute, is all you see is what we've got in development is our current plan, which of course next is Airwash. Yes, Ross McGee, you can add this onto the Sheffield Derby, so it's an extension, and also there is a standalone version coming of the route for anyone that doesn't want to do the extensions and just wants that one section. So there's going to be two versions. We are running currently from platform... I don't know, actually. Hang on. So currently we're at platform somewhere at Derby, which is platform 5. Nottingham platform 3, and then we're going to go Leicester platform 3. Nottingham is on Just Trains. It's on this route at Bohm. So you're going to see Nottingham in a little while. We're going to go there next. We're just waiting for the road. Once this 222 next to us departs, we'll get the road and we'll go to Cheddar to our run round. So you can see the track. Well, you can see the track while waiting. So you can see this is the clean variant of the track. We've got different versions, so dirty and rusty, wooden, and so you can see here where it changes to the older dirty concrete as well. So there's all different ones. Toton as well's got some different high ballast shoulders, so it sort of goes up and then back down again. We'll show you that though when we do go to Toton. We won't be able to see that tonight unless there's any loitering around on the track around Nottingham area. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. Very busy Derby as well. So you've got class 43 as well in there, HST and cross country. What's my FPS like at the minute? Currently, because it's quite busy at the minute here, I'm getting around 20 to 25, depending on what we're doing. I mean, look at different areas, 30 and some. But when we get away from busy areas, it sorts itself out. Yeah, we should get road in a minute. I think I might just turn my train off, because I've just pressed Shift and Z. Just turn that back on. That never happened. I'll take the DRI off now, because we should get road in a minute. 2D was just the choice it went with as well. 2D is better on FPS as well at the end of the day. There we go. Away we go. No, AP track pack will not affect this track. It's I don't think the track from JT or anything like that will ever be covered in the AP one. I think that covers it's just DTG stuff, so it won't affect this route. Yeah, Bombardier, Bombardier, as it's known on here, is in. You'll see that. Well, I'll take you for a quick look as we go past so you can see it. It's on our way back out of Derby. A2 Tornado, hello, good evening, and thank you for the follow. Hope you're well. So we're going to diverge off here to the right hand side into Cheddar Curve. I'm going to do a change of ends. Is it Alston now, is it? He's a big spanner from the fitter. Clunk. So a lot of stuff comes in here, does a lot of change of ends. When you come into Derby, it'll change, you come down here and run back into the platform onto the different line. So there is scenarios that cover this bit of track now. A2 Tornado, so this is one of the routes that's coming up from Just Trains. It's Derby, Nottingham, Leicester. It extends on from Sheffield to Derby. So we're doing a full, more or less a full run this evening. So we're starting at Derby, we're going to Nottingham, and then we're going to go to Leicester as well. And then also we do have the Awash Valley coming very soon as well. We're not doing the Awash tonight though. We'll be back on the Awash very soon though. Right, so the Awash Valley, so that extends onto Sheffield Derby as well. So if I show you the map, I'll pause for a minute. So Derby, Nottingham, Leicester starts here at Derby, of course, and then heads off to the right. Runs up to Towton, which is here. And then the line would end here. There's like a split. And then it goes over to Nottingham to the right, and then down to Leicester. The Awash Valley extends from Towton, and also extends from Nottingham here, and then runs over up north to the junction at Claycross here. So that's another extension. So there's quite a lot coming. You can ask as many questions as you want, A2. We're happy to help and ask and answer away. Jake, good evening. Good to see you, mate. Alright, so we'll turn these instrument lights off. We're going to get them off as well. Take the key out. Just wait for our task. Alright, so change ends, prepare to depart back towards Nottingham. We've got the road. Hey Mike, we've just literally started on the Nottingham route now, so you're just in time. All we've done so far is come out of Derby to Cheddar Curve, and we're now going towards Nottingham, so you've not missed anything new yet. Basically wondering if someone could make the route from Dorish to Worcester via Birmingham, Snow Hill and Stourbridge Junction. We have no plans at the minute, but never say never. You got cold beers for this. I've got a glass of Ribena tonight. As I've got to go to Asda after the stream, go and pick some parcels up. The joy. You were staying at Chesterfield during the weekend, premiering next to the Tapson Junction. Oh, no, I think I sent some pictures actually. I think you posted a picture of the Crooked Spire, Jake. Again, A2, we never say never. We do take everyone's recommendations into consideration for potentials down the line. I like a hot Ribena. I like warm Vimto. Right, so we're currently going to be waiting the signal. We've got a 170 that's going to depart first before we go, which is also bound for Nottingham. You're just drinking a hot Vimto now? The Mid-Hants is already on sale now. You can purchase that. There's no offers at the minute on it though. Pop the DRA on. So we're running ECS again, as I say, down to Nottingham before we form the service, which will be 1 Delta 21, which is Nottingham St Pancras as far as Leicester. This is based in July 2019 as well. And then we will be, when we're running in service, we're going to be obviously starting from Nottingham, Clonget, Beeston, Loughborough and Leicester. We've got a journey total of 43 miles between here and Leicester, so you've got plenty of miles to enjoy. Not at the moment, did you? Like the 170's off. There he goes. It's a 2-car formation there. I think it's a Cardiff service. Is it Cardiff? Let's double check. We'll get the road in a minute as well. So it's a Cardiff Central Nottingham service there. It's like putting hot water into Robinson fruit juice. There's all sorts of runs. There's HST runs. There's 222 runs, 170 runs. There's freight. There's all sorts that are going to come with this. Spoilt for choice. Plenty of scenarios. So we're just waiting for the road now. Shouldn't be long. I can't answer that one, unfortunately, Joseph Hart. I'm not in charge of that department. There we go. Let's get the DRA off and off we go. There's no new stock from us coming, Mike. You never know. The route might spur new stock to come from other developers. You never know. These signals are... I think these ones were new. I'm not sure if they were new for the route. There were some new signals came with Sheffield Derby. And then we've got new signal cages as well. So all these cages came for Sheffield Derby. There was some different ones. I think the new ones were these ones. So there were some new ILS signals that came for this route as well. There is going to be some new signals coming for Derby, Nottingham, Leicester for this extension. They're getting done this week. There's quite a few different bits and pieces coming. DRA like a pro. I've never always used to use my DRA. I've used to sort of ignore it. One of the new signals that's going to be coming is the creep signals for Radcliffe Power Station. Creep signals, or totem signals they call them. Also, I'll show as well Litchurch Lane. I've got a yellow signal. I'll just pause that for a minute. So Litchurch Lane it's not full on. It's a basic representation. It's got all the building there. There is a test track as well. It goes off into the distance over there. But, you can drive on it. It's got the overhead wires as well, and there is also a test track for S-Stock, Bombardier, as you call it. The test track for the underground is somewhere. I'm not sure if it's got the rails in it actually yet. These should have third and fourth rail, which I will make sure Mark puts back in before release. It's not there yet, but these are capable for running S stock as well. 701, shall I say. RTC on the right side, of course, there, and Etches Park to the left. So you get many depots now. Of course, you've got Etches Park, which came with previous SD. Depots and places of interest on this route are going to be Towton, Nottingham East Croft. You've got... I'm trying to think, what else have we got? It's easy going to the map. There's all sorts. You've got LIP at Leicester. What else have we got? I think I might have covered them actually. 1, 2. Etches Park we've already got. And Leicester LIP. That's right. Hiya Morgan. Good evening. So Brushworks as well. That's the other one. Brushworks. God, forgot that one. It's in the middle. I don't think there'd be a correct 08 livery to replicate the one at Etches Park that would be available to us to use, Dave. Hence why there's probably no 08 outside. So we've got to keep an eye on our signals because we have the 170 ahead of us. I used to try Train Sim World on the Xbox and always found AWS a pain. I've never played Train Sim with the controller. I've got it plugged in. Again, as I say, for Flight Sim. That's why you see the Xbox controls popping up. I never got the hang of it on the PC, to be fair. Too much of a faff for me. I get too used to doing it with the keyboard. So the next signal is a single yellow, and we have a red at the minute around. Oh, it's just on double, so we're alright. Not going to put too much power on because we have quite close signal at the minute. So we can go for the next one, but the one beyond Spondon Station is currently at red. No, definitely. I mean, you can do some nice panning stuff with the controller. This is Spondon Station. Currently the red. It's just gone yellow. Yeah, well, hopefully this will go on YouTube. So we put our last stream on YouTube. We're going to try and start putting a few bits up on there. Again, we will put this on there. Hopefully Scott will be able to do that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. It all depends on sort of timing, but some point this week it should go up. Will there be a route trailer video prior to release? Sorry. I'm hoping to do some form of videoing for the run up for Scott to put some stuff on Facebook and YouTube. So do watch the space. There'll be some little snippets. So we're on a double, I think. Is that a double? I can't quite make that out at the minute. Yeah, the brake pause. I've used that on FS. 156 there, fresh box, and we're on a double, so we're alright at the minute. I don't want to put too much power on because we're still obviously chasing yellows, otherwise we'll never stop. You know what I'm like. 156 is in EMR. The new livery. There is one out there. I will say there is one out there. There is one on Major Wales for the new livery, the plum one, or aubergine, what do they call it? Not seen anything for 170s though yet. Not to say never. I think the new 222 livery has actually been released as well this week, hasn't it? Glad to hear you liking the track, Jake. It's a massive improvement, and it obviously has a nice feel with everything else going on. It's a massive up in our, obviously our, hopefully you'll think our quality bar's raising all the time now. There's all different types as well. I mean, again, as I said before, there's different ballast shoulders. We've got some really high ballast shoulders on around Toten, which was found off like Cabaret, so we managed to get that done as well. All sorts. Older routes, currently not at the minute, but never say never. I mean, I'd like to have the Metline updated. Same with Mark. I think we have mentioned Metline hopefully at some point, but we want to try and do, you know, the point work with all the bits of track in the centre of the line there. Want to have that done properly as well. Guta Barnoff, or Goose Studios is now known as, did the track for us, so George Hartley. Very talented man. We commissioned him to put the track together for us and do us a lot of different variants. But everything going forward as well, we'll use our new track. Jim's World, good evening, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Jake, as well. Jake B. So many Jakes. So we're still following yellows. I'm not going to floor it. I think we're on doubles. So I can put a little bit of power on. So we're not far from Long Eaton, only a mile and a half away. And then we're going to, just beyond there, come up to Sheepstalls Junction. We're going to turn off, and then we're going to go towards our new section for this evening for you that you haven't seen yet. The only time you'll see in this section is obviously on screenshots on Facebook. But yeah, there's a good variety in different scenarios. Like obviously chasing yellows on some of them. Some of them you get clear runs, so it's nice to have a bit of variety, especially with this one. It'll keep me on my toes. Obviously, I'm looking here, there, and everywhere, checking the chat and stuff, and making sure I catch all your messages. But obviously, making sure I don't miss any of these signals as well. So we have a single. Next stop. Next signal will be red, which is just before Long Eaton Station. So you can just see in the distance there is Radcliffe Power Station, dominating the scene. A very, very big complex area that is. We'll show you that in a little bit when we go past it fully. A couple of freight ones with rats, as in 25s. There's no scenarios with class 25s at the minute. Although never say never, there might be some that might spring up in the community. And I do assume you mean for like the stuff that used to run out of Beeston. Don't want an emergency brake. Oh, we all right? We're on a yellow. Sinks, good evening. Been a while indeed. Good to see you. Oh, there is some stuff for the power station. Sorry, yes. There is a scenario or so that runs in and out of the power station, yeah. This is Long Eaton. We will be going through East Midland Parkway in a little bit. We're going to go Nottingham first, then we come back out and do a service, so we do go through MP. Again, I'll show you that. Probably about another 20 or so minutes before we come back that way. Red at the minute. That's what we're doing at the minute. We'll be waiting for the 170 to cross around the curve. It's quite a tight curve going around at Sheepstalls towards Nottingham. Still new as well as canal stuff. I'm going to go full on into there because I don't think it's quite finished. I don't want to show you an empty area. It's just sort of like give you the area. All this mill area as well has just been done, so they've got a little dock marina in there. Canal area. New canal lofts as well. EMT stuff. I'm not too sure if they do call it Long Eaton, to be honest. Intercity ones. I know like 156 and 170 stop there. I'm not too sure about the 222s. There could possibly be a few that may call in there. Will we ever extend Sheffield Derby and do the avoider between Chesterfield and Sheffield past Barrow Hill, around Bayton through Woodhouse and Darnell into Sheffield? Never say never. Never say never. There's no plans at the minute, but again, we take all the feedback and people's thoughts of where we'd like to see the route go, and we can take them into consideration. Should put the DRL on really, shouldn't I? Do it properly. Oh, so there is stuff that's stopping there, is there? Let's see where he is. There, he's just crawling. See how I mean? It's so slow coming around here. We've got the road now. It's 15-mile-an-hour curve. This section here at Trent is absolutely mental. I mean, if you look at all that track there, you've got all the different lines that come around as well. There's so many bits and pieces. You've got the high line for the freight. You've got stuff to Towton, stuff to Nottingham. It's going to be mental. Your AP patch going to need some serious work. Are you planning on using this track, Jake? So Sheet Stores Junction is just coming on the right hand side here. So I'm going to start slowing ourselves back down. Oh, nice one, Jake. So hoping in a couple of years that we have the full MML to drive. So much stock to use, 319s, 222s, 43, 700s, etc. Definitely be good. There is still bits and pieces I think they do run out of Radcliffe, yeah. Not sure about as much like coal or stuff, but I think there's still limestone that goes in there. I don't think as much as it used to goes in there. So we're going down there in a bit. We'll come off this triangle, go the other way in a bit. Attenborough. So Attenborough's not on the Earwash. No. This is Derby, Nottingham Leicester section. So you've got Attenborough on this line here. So Attenborough's here. Then you've got Beeston. And then Nottingham. Earwash line's a separate one. So Earwash has Langley Mill, Ilkeston, and Alfreton on that line. So we're up to 30 mile an hour now. Although we need to keep an eye on that next signal. So yeah, Attenborough's going to be quite shortly. Just beyond the junction. I'm not sure what the next signal's doing. It's a red. Keeping me on my toes, this is. I'm going to assume we've got something coming in behind us on the fast from Leicester direction. No, we haven't got any reappearing AI. No, that section of track was fixed. There's a strange happening that went on with that bit of track the other week. Well, we got it sorted, so thankfully. So we're waiting for one Delta 21, which is on its way around at the minute. It was very interesting to see it. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, where trains disappeared into a piece of track and then come back out the other end. Usually if stuff like that happens, usually fall off the track and it all goes pear-shaped. It was odd. This is Trent Junctions. It's got Trent and all this over here. You've got to Towton that way. We're going that way to Nottingham, and then we're going to come back out this way in a bit, and then we're going to head over that way towards Leicester. We're just waiting for a service to come through, and then we should be getting the road, and we'll be heading on our way. This is one of Mark's scenarios as well. Mark's put this one together. It's a really enjoyable run. I'm missing my branding pack. Ignore that. Bit of VP 185 action there. There is some VP 185 action, I think, on scenarios as well. We might get the road next. Fingers crossed. I haven't got the 220 222 sound pack now. Nottingham BTP police just put out an alert that there's a ginger into Nottingham. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. No, it's all standard this, Jake. This route will keep you busy till January 2022. It's good to hear. There's such variety. There's so many different trains that this route opens up to, obviously, in terms of service as well. It's cool. We have a double. So you can see here as well. So we're on new track now, but we've not actually been down here yet. So you've got the High Line, which comes across here. So you've got the high freight. This is all freight that comes from like to and from Towton. So we're going to go via Attenborough next. You've got the nature reserve as well on the right hand side coming up. I think this is the start of the nature reserve actually. This area is full of different freight movements. I can't wait to see what people put together. It's going to keep me entertained for ages. I can't wait. I will be driving this for ages. It's been a really enjoyable route to work on as well. This section is all Mark's doing at the minute as well, so if you see here is all what Mark's been putting together. My work starts from East Midlands Parkway all the way down to Leicester. Yes, some of the assets will go into CL once after release, and there will be updates to that. So I'll just take to Attenborough for a little look around, because it's all sorts of bits and pieces. We did our research here Christmas last year on our way to the Christmas party. So all the photographs and reference. I ran up and down this bridge many times just to get photos of 60s coming through. But yeah, there's all sorts going on here. Been bold. Always happens. At Nottingham, you'll need to change ends and then press T to open the doors and prepare for the 12:13 departure to London, which you'll drive to Leicester. So we need to change ends first. Did lockdown affect any of the route progression? It didn't affect the progression of the route, really, no. The only thing it really affected was getting some research, photo material. But there was quite a lot of stuff out there, so we've managed to get as much as we can over the internet via resources and stuff. So we've not done too bad, I don't think, in terms of reference. Hopefully you guys think the end product will be nailed on the head, hopefully. It's actually an old cement loader, that is. We have a red HST still at Beeston. Using the video to help plan your tours for the future. Nice. I'll pass on the feedback, Dave. I'll let Mark know so we can have a little look. I'm not sure if Mark's here, to be honest. Ah, nice, Jamie. You finally run your Christmas feed tours this year. Hellfire. That sounds good. Oh, we're on yellow. Alright, let's get the DRA back off and onwards. Mark's always watching. Is he here? Let's have a look. He's not here at the minute. He might nip in. You never know. If not, we'll pass on the feedback. Paging Mark. So next signal currently is red. Oh no, we're on a green. This is Beeston. We'll be stopping here in a bit, so we'll have a little look. An old shed there as well. So we're going onto the down slow. It's 25 mile an hour onto the actual slope. Yeah, we did use Don Coffey's videos as referenced and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they've been taken off YouTube, but we've managed to actually get most of our stuff in and done, luckily, before they actually got took down. It's a shame that went, because they're really, really helpful. Doesn't Mark do his plate class on Monday? No, apparently he goes out looking at people's shoes in his boot, so he'll be looking after my shoes today. I can give you a brief look at Eastcroft. It's not quite finished yet, so I was instructed not to go near Eastcroft. I can give you a little bit of an overview look, but there's a few bits and pieces left there, so it's not quite finalised yet. If Mark knows I've done it, he'll tell me off. Full run scenario Cardiff Central to Nottingham and across country 170. I'm not too sure, to be fair, Samurai. So you've got here as well. This is where the you know the big wagons that are on the sides where they have all the point panels. This is where they get put on. So they actually come from here, and you've got some panels of track sort of like been laid out. So what they would do, they would place the panels out and then put them onto the wagons, and then obviously transport them to where they need to be. So I might put a few different panels in. You've got Boots as well. Boots warehouses to the right. Oh, you'll get to see Loughborough again. I think that might be... Is that Reckitt Bannister? There's a few different ones. There's Reckitt Bannister, and then there's Boots Warehouses somewhere as well. I can't remember which one's which. I think Reckitt Bannister is like a medical warehouse as well. It's all single yellows. I'm not sure what the code for the wagons are, to be honest. Whatever they are, the side panel ones. Yes, we've got the courts. HMRC buildings are in. Yeah, that's the ones. Ginger spotting, that's quite apt, isn't it? It's just pure coincidence. Coincidence indeed. So we've got the curve to the left there will take you back towards like the Ewash Valley, Lenton Curve, Radford. Oh, was it really, Samurai? I think they're all going about looks of it. Slowly. It's a shame, really. It's very good footage. Very informative as well. So we're just on the run up now into the station. I think we're crossing over as well to the left on the line here. We are going platform 3, so it makes sense to be doing that. So on Nottingham West Line A, you've got HMRC buildings and stuff, which you can see there. Then it looks like a stadium. All this lot here coming up on the left hand side now. I might slightly be speeding. I think this is the Magistrate Court here on the left hand side. Of course, you've got the entrance to the station coming up now. It's 15 into the station, and there's no AWS as them signs note out there. So the old ones, right? Hey up, Katie. Hope you're enjoying so far though, guys. Right, so first of all, I need to shut my cab down before I open my doors. Because otherwise, I don't think the task starts up properly. So just make sure I've got all that on right. Put my DRA back on. I think that's everything set. Yep. There we go. We can pass on that information and feedback there, Rob Allen. Thank you. We will definitely pass that on. Right. Put them on today again. Right, so we're on a Reddit, mate. So we are not due to leave here for about 5 minutes, so I can just give you a little overview on the I'm not allowed to go near Eastcroft, unfortunately, so I can't go down there today, but I can go so far and get a... You can sort of see it in the distance over there. It's got a drivable shed, it's got the wash and stuff in there as well. Needs a 50. I'm sure Rob will think otherwise. The tram bridge is in. The track's still to be put in there yet, so all that stuff will be done relatively soon. It's on Mark's to-do list. Icarno Bank up there as well. I think that's Capital One building. All sorts of shops. Got storage centre, other bits of office wear and stuff. Waste centre over there as well. The line down that way continues towards you can get to Skegness that way and stuff, and all that way. Sleaford and that. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Steammaster. Bowden, Colas and stuff as well, aren't they up there? There is a hotel still to be put in on the corner. There is a few bits and pieces still to be put in, so if anything you see, there is a couple bits yet. And Hooters. What about Tooters? Good bar. I'll pass on the feedback to the guys, Rob Allen. Don't worry. See what we can get done. DJ Sports. I don't know where that is. Are you asking for a friend, Ross? It might be there. No, don't worry at all. We never look at it as a complaint. And if anything we can get given to us as feedback, we do our best to put it in. I'll pass it on to the guys in the morning. I'll have it written down somewhere. I've got a piece of paper somewhere. Where's my pen, guys? Found it. I've written it down. Never been there, promise. So we've got a couple of minutes before we depart. Paradise, good evening. Will Just Trains be developing content for Tracing Will 2? We can't really answer that one at the minute. There's no tools out there for us, so we haven't had any chance to look into that side of things. But if we have any answers down the line, we'll be able to let you guys know. Did you spot some new buffers? Yes, we have some new buffers. There might be some new buffers here, actually. That's one of the new buffers. There is some new ones as well at Toton. You'll see them actually on our next section up towards Leicester. Because I've put them in that area as well, so you'll see some of them ones. But that is one of the new ones. So these ain't linked to the track either. These are actually separate placeable buffers. I think they're in the CL, possibly. They might be. If not at the minute, probably down the line will go in there. So these just drop on anywhere you like. Never been there, sure. The refreshments. About 1 minute and we should be off. So the HST set just arriving, by the looks of it there as well. This isn't my section day, so you can't sack me. This is Mark's bit. You have to tell him off if he's not done anything. So for end to end on, so Jury, Carrington Street to. It starts off with Jury's in. Yeah, that's work in progress currently. Jury's in, so that's coming in. That should be in quite soon. It's been worked on. Capital One, yeah. So building the council house, empty job centre, art shops, cafe. Yep, sounds good to me. It all makes sense. We are good to go. Take me DRA off, that does help, doesn't it? I don't know if Mark's here or not. He wasn't in before. I don't think he's in at the minute. I'll pass on everyone's kind words and messages though to Mark in the morning when we are on in the morning. You've been here for 35 years, Dave. Nice. So I bet you're happy to see your neck of the woods finally make it into the sim. A friend dragged, easily led. Steammaster, thank you very much for the kind words there. Right, so we've now formed one Delta 21, so we actually now work in a service. So we're going to be calling it Beeston, Loughborough, and Leicester. We've got a journey total of 27 miles to Leicester. Need some scorch marks on platform 6 and 7 from when they had a big fire. There is some diesel fumes on all the canopies that have been put on. They've been done in like an occlusion as well, so they've been placed in at different places. So where the exhaust sort of are usually placed when the trains are stopped in their specific location, the fumes have obviously plastered up the canopy. They can be seen. Oh, don't count. Sorry. Right, so we're on line D now. So again, we're on the slow lines at the moment. So Beeston is 2.5 miles away. I tell a lie, actually. We're not on the slow. We're on the fast. The slow line starts there on the left. We've got the tramway that goes over the top there. Johnny06, good evening. Hope you're well, mate. So JB, Hope I may see your neck of the woods in TS. Kind of. Yeah, you never know. We might get down there. Never say never. Again, as always. I've seen the new one, yeah, the one they've put on the 222s, which just started the service, haven't they, Samurai? They look smart. I saw the video. Hope to see it in TS soon. When are we getting to you? I don't know. I don't know. Is there any interesting services, Rob? So Beeston Station is just up there. Rob's been naughty. My braking on the 222 is appalling. I always get the wrong stopping point, like landmark to start slowing down. New 222 livery if we do the West of England line. Is it a fair trade? This is Beeston. The Victoria Hotel as well there. Footbridges and stuff like that. Station. Some interesting views off the footbridge. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you very much for the kind words again. We'll pass them on to the devs as well as Mark, Will, and our other asset developer. Here he is. Mr. Will is here. Everyone's just saying how they're liking your Beeston Station. Oh, is it going to start? I haven't took my brakes off. That'll be why I can't go anywhere. Alright, so next stop is Loughborough. It's 11 miles to Loughborough. So we're going to go by, we've got Attenborough next, and we've got East Midlands Parkway, and then Loughborough. We're not calling the next two stations, we're just going to go through. Interim, that's it. Can you pre-order? We haven't got pre-orders on, unfortunately, but you can sign yourself up on the email on our development site. If you go through there onto the actual product page, you can sign up with your email, and you'll get a notification when it goes live. And you get all the updated screenshots on there as well. Not a problem, my friend. So again, Attenborough. Got the nature reserve again on the left hand side here. Again, you can see the power station in the distance just dominating the view now. Good evening, Sprinter. How we doing, mate? So you got the junction here. It takes you towards Toten onto the High Line. Do we make duck assets for the lakes? No, we haven't got any ducks. I wanted a cat for Toten. Will said no. Got denied of the depot cat. Very well, thank you, mate. And good to hear that you're well. Let's slow ourselves down here. So again, you've got the High Line coming in now on the overbridges here. They join up on the left-hand side shortly. Oh, sorry. I haven't read you meant. Oh, on the opposite side, so the station you've got Queen's Road. So left is station side, East Midlands van hire, East Midlands station car parks, the Enterprise hire offices, police station, the pub. On the right hand side is obviously the student accommodation, DG taxi office, access self storage, and more student flats. And last but not least, every red, yeah, hooters or tutors, we like to call it. Excellent, Sprinter. I haven't actually done that on the stream yet. I might get it on there at some point very soon. I've never played it. I've seen screenshots and stuff of it, but I've never actually played it myself. I'm going to quickly pause here. For anyone that missed it last week, we've got Radcliffe Power Station. So you might have seen the screenshots on Facebook the other week. Just take you a quick overview look of the area. So it's quite an extensive area as well, as you can see. If you can drive in here, we've got the loaders as well, which operate as well. If you have wagons that work with unloading facilities, you can unload your wagons and stuff in there. Then you run all the way around this big, huge coal stack. You can then come back out again and head back onto the main line. This will also have the creep signals as well, which you'll they're a little bit different to normal signals. So they've got like three or four like white lights for a proceed, and then you've got as well for horizontal. These like proceed trains further at like 3 miles an hour or something like that. I think sort of movie. Is it? Yeah, is it 3? Hump signals. Yeah, I think they're named like Toten signals as well as the other name they get given. At 5. Will knows more about signals than me. Will's very good with signals. My favourite little view. So there's the signals that sit on here as well. So the gantries are in place, just waiting for signals to go in. But as you can see, plenty going on around here. So I've been told. This has actually been placed as a jigsaw, so it's not all one big specific place asset. It's all been placed in sections, so it all attaches onto each other. It would have been a nightmare to do it, I think, as one asset. I don't think you'd have been able to do it in TS with poly limits and stuff like that. It would have just probably killed FPS in one big hit. So it's done in separate sections. It was quite a fun area to work on, actually, and I spent a couple of weeks putting it all together and getting it all set up ready. Yeah, loading it's your loading times and stuff like it. It will kill tile load. Got East Midlands Parkway coming up as well. you'd never have got as much detail in it if it was one big massive asset. That's the issue. Alright, so Loughborough is 5.8 miles away. Again, it's one of Will's platforms, East Midland Parkway, as is Loughborough. Every platform we've seen this evening is Will's on this project. Apart from, you'll see there's three. No, we've got Syston, Salby, and Barrow upon Soar, which are our other developer, Knitting. Leicester's is one of Will's. So just heading towards Sutton, Bonington, Cutting. The field on the left is where you went trekking to get a photo of 240. Nice. I've been playing about with the 37s a bit in the spare time on here. 240 was one of the ones I've been driving around. Up to 120. Brady66, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening to you. Old Haffen station on the right hand side there, which is now a B&B. Spare time is a bit, literally like 2 seconds. Oh, we've got a freight. So Loughborough's coming up now, so we'll have to start slowing down, otherwise we'll miss the station. So brushworks on the left hand side. It's still not quite there yet. There's a couple of buildings to go in. You'll see a good extent of it as we go by in a moment. I like this station. Let's just stop at the stop board over there, to be honest. Aslu, not a problem. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you... We won't see you next week, actually. It's bank holiday. But hopefully we'll see you again the week after. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, and take care. Are the left lines the slow lines to Nottingham City, or can you go slow to Derby? So you've got on the map, coming out of Nottingham, You got slow lines on the left hand side and the right hand side, either way, going in to and from Nottingham. Fast lines are in the middle. Then they join back in again onto just the 2 lines coming through. And then when you get down here, to go to Derby, you cross over and then go on this curve and up this way. Oh, also we've got the Grand Central Bridge now. Right. That came in the other day. So last week it was just two sides with all new custom assets been put in there now. Bridging the gap. Oh yeah, we had a sneaky peek, didn't we, on the JT Facebook on the early days of development of the station. One thing you need to add in at Knott Station is green double-decker buses going over the road bridge. I don't think that'll be done, unfortunately. Obviously, our roads are just what our roads are set up as. It's definitely not low. All's tested. Plenty of clearance. You get a tank in there. Paint one then. Let's get my paintbrush out. The JT posted recently about the station on the Cambrian line. I haven't a clue. I don't even know who posted that, to be honest. I'm not sure if it was you, Scott, that posted the Barmouth picture. Sound like it was Scott. I must install my branding patch for my HSTs. Look a bit bare without branding. Next and final stop is Leicester. See, Scott's got everyone excited. I think we're doing the Cambrian line now. Have we any ideas on release date? We have got ideas on release date. We just haven't shared them yet. I'm not allowed to say anything at the minute. Scott's the man. I mean, if Scott can say anything, Scott will. But if I say out, I might get told off. We don't want that. Do we have any extension ideas? So the next extension is going to be Earwash. That's our other one. At the minute, there's nothing else planned after that for this route. So Scott's putting their release date for this one within the next couple of weeks. Ooh. You pay £26 for a Cambrian Lines DLC. Very specific. I best get making it, Anna. So we're just coming to the barrow upon saw cutting now. Kevin pay 30. They're getting higher, these. We have to start making Cambrian lines, I think. So barrow upon saw station there. Got Mount Sorrel coming up on the right hand side and the gypsum works on the left, as you can just see the top of that there into view. You've got the loader there as well. You can also load up wagons here if you've got wagons that allow loading facilities. Scripted in there, you can actually load up wagons in your scenarios. Steam Trains Unlimited, good evening. Ross McGee, thank you very much. I'm very well, thank you very much, Steam Trains. Hope you're well too. Pays £37.63. And the ideas and prices again. I can't pass on that information. I mean, if Scott wants to pass any of that, that's up to Scott. It's not my area to say, unfortunately, unless I've been told. I've not been instructed to say anything, so again, I don't want to get told off. I'll have very sore hands if I do. So we've got Cossington Bridge there. So we're only 6 miles away from Leicester now. So 120 mile an hour this stretch. I think it's 120 is the highest speed we get on this section. The Erewash Valley line is about 24 miles in total. Will this route be merged into Derwent and Derby, Sheffield? Yes, it will. It'll be all one big massive route. So, providing you've got Sheffield Derby, you will be able to add this onto there. You need that, obviously, for the base. There will be a standalone version of this route as well. So there's different options you can go for. But yeah, if you want to go for the extensions where you can obviously you can add in Erewash when that comes out, you've got Derwent as well, so you get quite a lot of track miles. The track update will be issued throughout the full route. With it'll come through Sheffield Derby. I'm just popping on mute while so you don't hear the crying. It's bottle time, I think. Won't be long before Mini JT will be hosting the JT streams. He's in training already. This microphone picks up everything as well, so it'll sound louder than what it is. So we've got Leicester LIP, power signal boxes welcoming up, and someone mentioned about new buffers before, so I'll just show you another set of the new ones we've got. Here's one here. So we've got different versions. We've got dirty ones, we've got broken ones. There's the broken variant. We've got clean ones. There's white painted ones as well. We've got different ones in here as well. So there's ones that haven't been broken, as you can see there. Those are the broken ones. I think as well. Quite possibly there might. No, there's not. This is LIP anyway. The fuel is still to come in yet. That will be added. I'm just going to show you here as well. So we've got. I don't think I've actually put them in here. No, we haven't got the white ones down here. They're at Totem. So I can't show you them ones this week. Can't have everything all brand new. You've got to have some broken stuff in there as well. So this is Leicester. Oh, we have got one. There's one there, look. I put a white one in as well. So we've got them ones as well. And even they've got little bits of like bent bits of metal work on them. Any plans to put water and steam? You can put your own water tanks in on scenarios. I think there is one. It comes with the common library. I think you should enable that, and it comes and you can add it in. I'm not too sure about coal. Whether there's any or not, I'm not sure. There is a water tower at Totem. I'm not sure if it's linked to the track though. There is a fire tanker, like water tanker thing you can add into the your scenarios, which does fill up with water. But the coal side of things, I'm not too sure if there's anything you can add in, like for a scenario. Off the top of my head. Alright, before I open the doors, I'll just quickly take a look around. So Leicester was literally finished off last night. The scenery goes off about half a mile just down there as well. So you can start scenarios outside of Leicester if you wish to run them in down this way. You can sort of start off on this curve down here and then you can run in that way. I do have a mechanical keyboard. As I say, my microphone does pick up every little noise. So you can start off out there and you can run your way into Leicester, like so, through the cutting. Some stabling area here as well. I think cross-country services use these stabling bits and pieces. Get a mechanical keyboard that don't have clunky switches. I like these clicky switches. Feels like it's been worked. Doors open. Yeah, Wigston Junction's just beyond there. There's a tunnel as well. The tunnel's not in, but the tunnel's just after the bridge, which is the boundary on the route. So we added a little bit more tracking. We had a request a few weeks ago, so we've extended the track because that was where the original track ended here. So it's been extended a little bit further, so you can get yourself some more AI in, whether you want to do a bit more of a run in. Or if you do spotting scenarios and stuff. Good work today, driver.